Have your initial customer outreach emails gone unanswered, leaving potential deals in digital limbo? It's a common scene in the B2B landscape. Initial emails pique a prospect's interest. There's a click, maybe a download, but then silence. The excitement of a warm lead quickly turns cold, and what was once a promising interaction becomes just another stat in a database. This gap between initial interest and actual engagement is a critical juncture, one that demands a more nuanced approach than the typical static follow-up email. In the bustling world of B2B sales, where every lead counts and time is of the essence, these unresponsive prospects represent a significant challenge. The stakes are higher for companies with a modest employee count, like those fielding between 20 and 100 team members, where the sales force is lean but the ambitions are big. A missed follow-up sequence could mean not just a lost sale, but a dent in the yearly quota or a competitor getting there first. Without an effective process to reel back in those who've shown initial interest, the sales funnel leaks. The chain of engagement breaks down, leaving your sales team grappling with questions that have no easy answers. Why did the prospect stop responding? Was there something missing in the communication? Could a more thoughtful approach to follow-up have kept the conversation going? The concern goes beyond simple disappointment. In today's data-driven business environment, the inability to convert these interested prospects can have far-reaching consequences. It can inflate customer acquisition costs, stretch your sales cycle, and ultimately impact your company's ability to scale and thrive. Without a smart, automated follow-up sequence, you risk not only losing individual leads, but also diminishing the overall health and momentum of your sales operation. Let's get down to brass tacks and start plugging those leaks in your sales funnel. The first step is to pin down exactly when a prospect qualifies for a follow-up sequence. This isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. It's about zeroing in on the right signals that show a prospect's interest. Maybe they've opened an email, clicked on a link, or downloaded that white paper you spent hours perfecting. Once you know the signs, it's time to divide and conquer. Segment your prospects based on their actions or lack thereof. You'll want groups for the different levels of interest shown: the casual email openers, the curious link clickers, and the engaged content interactors. This is your battlefield strategy, allowing you to tailor your communications with precision. Now, it's essential to play the waiting game just right. How long do you wait after that initial interaction before you send your first follow-up? Act too fast, and you might seem pushy, drag your feet, and the prospect's interest may wane. Setting up a timeline for follow-ups is an art form. It's the difference between a nudge and a nuisance. The key is to find the sweet spot that keeps the conversation going without overwhelming your prospect. This initial groundwork isn't glamorous, but it's the foundation of a follow-up strategy that resonates with your prospects. With the criteria and segmentation in place, you're one step closer to turning those almost customers into signed, sealed, and delivered successes. Now that you've set the stage with defined criteria and smart segmentation, it's time to roll up your sleeves and dive into the heart of the matter, designing those all-important email subsequences. This is where the rubber meets the road, and a well-oiled email sequence can become a powerful engine driving your sales forward. Start by mapping out a series of emails that build naturally on the first contact. Picture a conversation that expands with each new message, offering a deeper dive into the solutions your company provides. Think of these emails as a series of stepping stones guiding your prospects towards the ultimate goal of engagement and conversion. Every email should serve a purpose, either by providing fresh insights, showcasing benefits, or gently reminding them of the value you offer. Personalization is more than just a buzzword. It's your secret weapon. Use the information you have about your prospects to tailor your messages. Their industry, their position in the company, the content they've interacted with. All these nuggets of information can be used to make your emails resonate on a personal level. But what if your first follow-up email gets the cold shoulder? That's where versatility comes into play. Design your sequence with branches that account for different scenarios. If they don't open the first follow-up, send a gentle reminder. If they engage, follow up with more detailed information. Crafting these dynamic paths ensures that your emails stay relevant and timely, regardless of how your prospect interacts. By putting effort into designing your automated email sequences like this, you're not just firing off reminders, you're nurturing a growing relationship. And with each relevant, personalized message, you're gently nudging those prospects back into the warmth of active engagement. With a strategic plan and personalized content in place, it's time to address the when. The timing and frequency of your automated follow-up emails can be just as crucial as their content. Hit the inbox at the wrong time or too often, and your well-crafted message might as well be shouting into the wind. Choosing the best times to send emails is not just guesswork. Lean into the data. When are your prospects most likely to open and click through your emails? Pinpoint these times, be it early bird hours or mid-afternoon breaks, and schedule your emails to align with those peak times. Next up, frequency. Flooding inboxes is a surefire way to turn interest into irritation, but wait too long between touches, and your prospect might forget you. Determine a cadence that keeps the conversation alive without overwhelming your prospect. It's like watering a plant, enough to see it thrive, but not so much it drowns. The beauty of automation tools is that they do the heavy lifting for you. Use them to schedule and send your emails at just the right intervals. But keep a finger on the pulse. If a prospect takes action, your tool should adapt the sequence in real time to match their pace. Timing your follow-ups with thoughtful precision ensures that you stay on the radar of your prospects without becoming a nuisance. It's the difference between being persistent and being a pest. By mastering the art of timing, your automated emails will land with the impact of a well-timed handshake, firm, confident, and just when needed. In wrapping up, let's circle back to the core takeaways. An effective automated follow-up sequence is your secret weapon in transforming lukewarm leads into solid sales. It's not about inundating prospects with messages, but about crafting a journey that's as engaging as it is strategic. Remember, the devil is in the details. Dial in who gets followed up with and why. Get creative with personalized email messages that keep the conversation flowing, and time those messages to hit the inbox sweet spot. By applying these principles, you're not just chasing leads, you're nurturing them. You're building a system that works around the clock to ensure every spark of interest has the best chance to ignite into a full-fledged business relationship. These focused tactics do more than increase your chances of converting prospects. They refine your approach, setting a standard of professionalism and attentiveness that speaks volumes about your company. With this strategy in motion, you won't just see a rise in conversions. You'll set a tone that can echo across all areas of your B2B sales process, leading to a thriving, dynamic business.